Hi, I'm João, editor of Data Economy, and this is Frontline. Today we travel to Bergamo, a city around 1 hour away from Milano, to see one of the largest data centers in Europe and the largest data center in Italy. And here with me I've got Stefano Cecconi, the CEO of Aruba, the leader behind this mega data center project. Hi Stefano, thanks a lot for talking to me.
Hello.
This is a nearly 2.2 million square feet data center once fully built. What does this project tell us about the Italian market and the wider European market?
We think that the Italian market is at its beginning, so it started right now to spread its wings, and the country will require large infrastructures like this one. We tried to be the first company to really believe in it and to build even a bit before the real need of the country, because it takes a few years to be ready. So we want to be ready once the country will really need that amount of data center space.
And what were sort of the challenges of setting up this sort of project? Because you're sitting in an industrial site, there's a hydro plant next to it, so the place was good, but you're also sitting very close to some homes around here. Were there any challenges in getting the permission to build this sort of place?
No, we didn't at all, because it was already a productive site. So the town grown around the plant since the beginning. So for them it's pretty normal. And on the other side, they are happy to see a new business starting here in place of the previous one. So they welcomed us very warmly. They are happy to have us here, and they hope maybe to work with us or for us.
Okay. And what sort of customers are you targeting? What sort of customers?
The customers
yeah.
we are targeting. Of course, we are splitting 50-50. We are looking for both the international companies that already are here and are asking us to provide some data room space because they need to serve the Italian market from a local data center. The other half are the Italian enterprises that are looking for a data center solution on a full outsourcing service in a special way in the north part of the country that is the most developed and where the most part of the business is.
Are we going to see Google, Microsoft, Alibaba? Are you going to see these sort of companies coming into this place?
Maybe yes.
Okay. And what about startups? Because Milan seems to be a huge hub for startups as well.
Yes.
Are they using this place?
Yes, and in addition to that, we are supporting the startups with 3 years of free services, just to let them focus on their own business while forgetting for a while about the cost of the IT. In a special way, digital startups that are a huge user for the IT resources.
Okay, and while being around this morning, I've seen there were quite a few journalists from Russia and Poland and all over the place, so Western Europe. What are you planning there? Are you planning to get some Russian customers? Are you planning to get some Eastern European customers?
We already have these kind of customers mainly because of our cloud services. So we let the customers to be free to choose the data center where they want to receive the service from. We are serving them from Italy because sometimes they are looking for a disaster recovery or a business continuity solution. We are getting pretty famous in the rest of the Central Europe or Eastern Europe because we run our own data center in Czech Republic. We are launching our new service, the cloud services, in a data center based in Poland. And from Poland and Czech Republic, we are also serving Ukraine and part of the Russian customers. So maybe they are interested in the redundancy they can have between the data center they're already using, of course adding the one in Frankfurt in Germany, and the Italian-based data center to have multiple copies of the data.
Okay, and what about expanding beyond Europe? I've had some questions on Twitter this morning while tweeting about this opening. Some people ask me about Africa, for example, Rwanda. Are there any plans to go outside Europe and especially around Africa?
We do have plans. First of all, we want to finish our coverage of all the European countries or all the main European countries, and then we will expand for sure in Africa, but also in Asia, and then finally, for once, to the US, where the competition is stronger.
Okay, and when it comes to Brexit, so we all know about Brexit, and Brexit driving some business, but you're probably one of the most open CEOs talking about Brexit and how Brexit is actually driving some business to your business,
yes,
and potentially to other businesses as well, some of your rivals. How has Brexit contributed to this specific data center? Have you seen already some customers coming in because of Brexit?
Yes. We already saw immediately a raise in the number of requests from our customers and the size.
So you're talking about from May last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of the size of their requests, because some of them are thinking to move part just to be ready or just to keep one foot on each side. Some others are planning to move everything they are running in the UK outside the country, just to be or compliant or ready, or just because of their decision. So we immediately saw a growing business around the Brexit, and I think that the Brexit moved a bit souther the data center market between Paris, Frankfurt, and Milan.
Okay, when you actually say southern of Europe, it's quite interesting because Equinix recently acquired Iconic, so Peninsula, Iberia Peninsula, Portugal, Spain. We now have these sort of hubs, so Iberia, Marseille, Milan, Rome a little bit as well, but more Milan than Rome. Then you go into Greece and those sort of places. How do you see the future of the Southern European data center market going from now on?
We think that, of course, most part of the data center started where the first needs were coming from, but the coverage is not sufficient yet. So for sure, we will build, and also our competitors, unfortunately, will build more data center more or less everywhere. Our next step maybe will be Rome, and then we have to go closer, the closest possible to our customers, because we still, we can serve whatever country from here, but it's always better to be close to the final user to deliver contents or for high-speed connections and so on. So I think the coverage will be much more relevant than right now.
So would edge computing, micro data centers, be something that you're going to be look at, building very, very small containerized data centers to be close to customers?
Our approach is a bit different because going too small is pushing us too much on the border, because we are losing the efficiency of the economies of scale and so on. So to keep the service affordable, we need a certain size of the data center and everything that is around the data center. So two small data centers are fine for certain usage, maybe within the company or for a very special application. We don't see it as the perfect solution to keep the efficiency and at the same time to keep the services affordable.
Okay.
So we think that this size is the minimum for a new plant, for an installation.
Okay, and we are about 7 to 8 months away from GDPR coming into fruition. How have you future-proofed this building for GDPR next year?
Of course, we knew about the GDPR even before starting to project the data center. So we did everything that was possible to do in order to not just respect the requirements, but to go beyond the requirements. We are part of the SPA, so the cloud infrastructure service, the cloud infrastructure providers of Europe. We are part since the beginning. We are one of the founding members, along with OVH or Amazon Europe and some other very important players. And we wrote our own code of conduct to provide such kind of services, infrastructure services, respecting the GDPR and going beyond the GDPR, going deeper in detail about what we do and what we don't with our own data and our customers' data.
Okay, and then today you opened this building behind us, 40,000 square meters of area of hosting space.
Yes. What's
the schedule for the rest of the buildings? You've got about 4 more to build.
To complete the whole campus, hoping to have so many customers to fill it quickly. The time frame is more or less 5 years. It took a bit more than 1 year and 2 months to build this one. That is 1/5 of the size of the entire site. So our plan is to complete the work within 5 years, and otherwise not anything more than 8 years. So
okay.
This is the time frame we
8
set.
to 5 years to build the whole campus.
Or 5 to 8.
Okay, Stefano, thanks a lot for talking to me.
Thank you.
Don't forget you can follow Data Economy on Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn, and also visit the website on www.data-economy.com.